What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers Podcast. I'm your host, JT. My co-host is my dad.
What's up, 49er faithful? Let's go!
Yep. First, I would like
and subscribe.
Cue the intro music. So, breaking news: Brandon Aiyuk signed a 4-year, $120 million extension. Finally, happened yesterday.
Oh my God! Finally, my God, the soap opera is finished. It couldn't have come any sooner. I was getting so tired of the news, or no news, or fake news, or rumors this, rumors that.
Only would care if he got traded or signed the extension.
Definitely. After a while, I just didn't care about any of these rumors and Steelers have this happening, or this trade is still open, or the Niners might still re-sign him, and blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, I was just getting so done with it. But I am so happy that he's back. Unfortunately, I had to be so late in the off season. When now the regular season is coming upon us, but he missed out on the OTAs, missed out on training camp, missed out on preseason. He's got 1 week to get ready for the week 1 bout versus the Jets. I wonder how much he's going to play.
I will be starting.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe we'll see a bit of Pearsall. You know, it's to be Cowing because we've seen Cowing more.
Oh yeah, Pearsall hasn't done much at all, so I don't think he's going to be starting a game.
No, but like having 25% of Aiyuk snaps, maybe.
For me, I would feel like Shanahan won't even throw to Pearsall. Maybe once or twice, he'll barely be in the game, I would say.
Cowing then?
Counting a little bit more, maybe 15% of the snaps, some of that. I wouldn't expect a whole lot from the rookies. Juwan Jennings is going to get a big play. Conley's going to get more play with Aiyuk out sometimes because he's not in football shape or doesn't know all the new plays and stuff like that. The timing is not down yet. So, anyways, but let's go over that contract again. Huh? You said it was a 4-year, $120 million. So it's an extension. So that means this year, which was supposed to be his 5th-year option, is still going to happen. And then the 4 years is going to get tacked on after that. So we got him for the next 5 years.
Yeah, just got Lock in Purdy. And we got a good duo for the future.
Yes, exactly. Very, very true. I agree because a lot of our players are aging, and we need somebody that's young and that can vibe with him for, next 10 years or something like that. Okay, maybe 10 years, a little bit too long, but, that sort of thing, several years with the same skill position people. That would be very helpful. So he's going to average $30 million per year for the new extension. Signing bonus, I like to compare this with CeeDee Lamb's, right? Because that was the most recent one. And, I guess some people even thought that CeeDee, he wants to kind of get close to what CeeDee Lamb will get. And after CeeDee Lamb got his, we're like, oh my God, he's going to be asking for a lot more than what was reportedly offered to Aiyuk at first. But it wasn't a lot more. I mean, it wasn't close, I don't think. Anyways, average salary $30 million, signing bonus $23 million, guaranteed at signing $45 million, and then total guaranteed is $76 million. It all sounds really good. You compare that to CeeDee Lamb's, his average was $34 million, so $4 million more. His signing bonus was $38 million, which is $15 million more. CeeDee Lamb's signing bonus was. And then guaranteed at signing, CeeDee Lamb was $67 million, so we're talking $22 million less that Aiyuk got guaranteed at signing.
Yeah, I think it would be like $10 million off maybe.
And then total guaranteed, CeeDee Lamb had $100 million even, and Aiyuk had $76 million, so $24 million less than CeeDee Lamb. That's, I don't know. Either the Cowboys overpaid, or we got a good deal. I don't know. it's not too bad. Where does he fit in on the whole ranking of all the wide receivers that have signed? He's averaging about what you said. It says $30 million. Where does he fall between with the most recent uh, wide receiver signing, JT?
I believe he is like tied with AJ Brown, or sorry, no, Amara St. Brown and Tyreek Hill.
At
30
30
million.
million, yeah. So he's only below Justin Jefferson at 35 million and AJ Brown at 32 million. So wow, how did the Eagles do that?
Yeah, I don't know. And they extended Devontae Smith, so big trio.
Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah. So that was Aiyuk's um
Remember how we were talking about how Jalen Wall could have been affecting the Aiyuk situation?
okay, yeah.
Well, he has $1 million less guaranteed than Waddle.
About 1 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he fits in pretty well over there. I think that's a good spot, you know. Since he was one of the later people to sign, so he was just waiting. All the uh, deals were just going higher and higher and higher and higher. So you did his late, so he got on a little bit on the higher side than the rest of them. But yeah, that was really good. All right, so what else did you want to talk about with Ayuk? I had a couple of things to talk about.
Well, so I want to talk about how the Niners wanted Cortland Sutton and a third round pick for Brandon Aiyuk.
Oh yeah, that was what it was let out. Interesting. I don't think Cortland Sutton is a really good receiver. I would totally
Yeah.
take Ayuk over that one. So I'm happy we did not kind of trade a receiver for another receiver. Of course, get some
And
more
guess
draft
what?
picks, but
The Broncos declined,
yeah,
not
well,
Niners.
that's relief, right?
Broncos should have accepted that. It's an easy yes.
um, now how does the now you told me that this was very front loaded, which is not the way the Niners almost ever do their contracts. So this is really interesting how they're going to pay him a lot up front, and then with the new details just came out, right, JT?
Yeah. So the 49ers reduced Ayuk's cap hit to 14 million to $5 million.
For this year, okay, only 5 million. So we saved some cap space this year.
Yeah. And we've been seeing a lot of cap space recently, so maybe we could be going for something big, like a big free agent. There's not many good ones left available.
Yeah, they're probably going to save it and roll over next year for Brock Purdy's big old signing bonus. So
Yeah.
did they save? How much did they save by doing that move just now?
Around 8 million.
Okay. Yeah, so I was wondering if you're going to front load it, you want to take the brunt of the cost up front, and then later down the line have it open up a little bit more, and then that might be kind of a Tetris type of move to for Brock Purdy. That is the next big one. I mean, Trent Williams is going to want some money too, but Brock Purdy's contract is going to be probably the opposite of Aiyuk, I would imagine, um, more backloaded, so it would fit like yin and yang. Um, that's that's what I would think that they would do something so different from the usual. Is Brock Purdy's big deal coming up next off season? So that's what I think. So what do you think? Debo goes next year, next off season. There's some talk about it.
Unfortunately, yes, probably. You probably can't afford him from Brock Purdy's contract, not unless something happens to Kittle or something like that.
Yeah, Debo's his is more backloaded, so right now he's going to get more and more expensive the further he goes into his contract. Um, so this is the opposite of what they gave to Ayuk, and it might come to a head where we can't afford both of them. Or Debo might be playing at a pretty good level where he's not going to take no discount cut or anything like that. He's going to want as much as he can get again, and if that means having to be go somewhere else, so be it. I mean, he seems to love it here, but business is business, and who knows what will happen. But anyways, we'll worry about that next off season. Unfortunately, is there ever an off season for the Niner fan that is just like relaxed and chill, and we got everything locked up? Never.
Yeah, and after Purdy, you might have like Kittle and Warner maybe.
He's just going to go all over again, the whole cycle one more
Well,
time.
also next offseason is even more stressful.
Yeah.
Purdy, we won't have to, but like maybe Purdy, Funga, Travis Ward, Lenore, Banks, Elijah Mitchell maybe. I don't know. After that injury,
Oh yeah, so I was wrong last time we were doing the podcast. It was like, oh my god, this is the last year for Elijah Mitchell. But what I heard is that because he doesn't even play at all this season will not count against him. So we have one more year of Elijah Mitchell. That's what that's what John Chapman said. This year does not toll, which means it doesn't count towards his veteranship, basically in the NFL. It's interesting. It's kind of Jawan Jennings kind of thing where they stashed him away. That means he doesn't accrue that year of playing, which means he's stuck with the Niners for an extra year than he should be. So yeah. So do you think Aiyuk will be paid more, played more, uh, kind of leaned on more because we're paying him so much money? We gotta use him. So do you think he's gonna get even more targets, jet sweeps, or something like that? Get more into the game
well,
plan.
Deaver's a jet sweep guy.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, well, I guess not unfortunately, but like I feel like it's gonna be the same as last year, where
yeah, I can imagine. But as people get older, or we trade people away, or we can't sign people, they're not as good as they used to be. Maybe we might lean on Ayuk. He's just going to get into his prime when other people, CMC, Debo, might be either leaving or kind of slightly declining. So, I mean, Ayuk is the future, right?
yeah,
So, I don't know. They might lean on him more. I hope they do because I think he could give us a lot more if we um, feature him more. I know there's a lot of mouths to feed with the Niners offense, but you know.
yeah, but 1,300 yards is really good,
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah, no, you're right. But he was like third or fourth option. Imagine if he was first option, he could get like 1,600 yards. He could do more.
1,600.
Yeah,
Well, I guess yeah.
I mean, I'm just kind of guesstimating
Maybe
how
like in
much.
a few years without Kittle, he's retired. CMC maybe. Actually, no, he's gonna be here still. But
I
like,
sure hope Kittle extends. That guy is the heart and soul of this team.
you
Love
know,
that guy.
Debo,
Debo is too. There's so many heart and souls of this team. I tell you, it's
DFF,
tough.
heart and
DFF
soul,
guy.
heart and soul of the special teams,
Heartburn.
heart killer.
What other news besides anything else besides Ayuk or
Oh, running back will probably get released because of him though.
uh I mean they did have 7 total wide receivers, which is totally too many, I think. We don't need that many. We have wide receivers stashed on the practice squad. So Ronnie Bell was a player that we thought shouldn't make the team. We were surprised he made the team. But this is where maybe he gets cut. Yeah.
Isaac Redo has a tweaked groin,
Uh-huh. Oh man,
injured again.
that guy needs to stay healthy. My God, I hope he's not like a Jalen Hurd where he's like hurts Hurd, sorry Hurd, where injuries just totally screw up a player's career. He don't even get a chance.
And we saw the potential of Jalen Hurd in the preseason game. In one preseason game, he got like 3 touchdowns. Same for Grendo. He got a really good kick return, and we've been looking for a kick returner for a long time.
Yeah. Yep. That's too bad. I hope he'll be available week 1. That would be awesome. I want to see that. I want to see him in action in a real regular season game and see how things roll with him.
What will Trent Williams sign his extension because he is next?
He is next up, and I was hoping it would be like a domino effect, be done, 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 because Hufanga came back, Aiyuk is signed, everything is just falling into place. We just need the silverback returning again before uh, the season starts. I read that it probably won't happen. That's what I read. That's some articles, some writers' opinion that he's not going to be playing the week 1. But I sure hope he can get signed um, very, very soon. I can't even put a date on it because the regular season is right around the corner.
He can't hold out. It's like toward the end of his career.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
he's lost a
36.
lot of money already, but he's already made a lot of money and he's asking for a lot of money. So I guess it's no big deal. No sweat off the silverback's back that he lost that money. But I mean, as soon as possible, please, because we need him. Because Jalen Moore on the left side, not so great.
Yeah.
He just improves this O line and offense, of course, pass protection, run blocking, all that stuff to an elite level when he's on. So um, for us to play our best, we need him, man. So I sure hope. So what's happening with the practice squad now? I mean, we've signed a bunch of people. Um, I know we signed Tay Martin back and who was it? Anderson, the defensive
Oh,
lineman.
Evan Anderson.
Yeah, Evan Anderson. I'm totally blanking on some players now. Didn't get Cody Schrader.
So you got Evan Anderson, like you said. He was an undrafted free agent. Tanner Mordecai, Jonathan Garvin,
Yeah, that's my man right there, Jonathan Garvin. Remember that guy's name? I've been liked him from the start.
Chase Lucas,
Whoop de doo. Yeah, sure.
Womack 2.0,
Sure, Walmart 2.0. Walmart did go somewhere else, but okay, go ahead. What else we got?
your guy Terrence Marshall.
Terrace Marshall. It's such a hard
Oh,
first name.
Terrace. Oh, it's
Terrace is such a
Terrence.
hard first name. I have a hard
Terrace?
time. Terrace. I know exactly, right?
Terrace?
Just call him Terrence. But yeah, guy from LSU, wide receiver. I like him coming out. I was hoping we would draft him, and I'm happy he's on the practice squad. We'll see what he can give us.
Yeah, Tamar fumbled in the Raiders game.
You will never forgive him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Preseason
cut him.
game.
You're tough.
T.Y. McGill, who's been there for like the past 5 years, I swear.
He's been around for a while. Okay, hopefully he can play, have a good season. Defensive
Trent
tackle.
Taylor, Mr. Conservative.
Mr. Conservative. Yep, he can catch a punt. That's about it.
Yeah. He
That's
drops
all
the
we need.
ball in time. And Keyshawn Vaughn, a running back.
Well, Cody Schrader was taken, so we might as well take the other guy left over.
Yeah. And then Tracy Walker, a safety.
I heard he played pretty well.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
it's pretty big, but the 49ers have like an intention to call him up for week 1.
Wow. Oh, because they might not think that Hufunga's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay. I didn't read that one. Is Mahoney on the team on this practice squad? The
Yeah.
safety? He is?
Yeah.
Cool. Very good.
And Isaac Alacron, an offensive lineman. Alex Barrett.
Yeah, your guy.
Sebastian Gutierrez.
He's the international guy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not gonna play.
And then, yeah, of course, Jalen Mahoney.
Okay, yeah.
And then Drake Nugent, the
Uh,
undrafted rookie.
Center from Michigan, yeah. Short arms though.
That's really small.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Lightweight for a center for NFL center.
Mason Pline, tight
Again,
end.
yeah, that's the guy we met. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
And then Braden Willis. You
Yeah,
love him, don't you?
yeah, Mr. Toothpick, tight end. Yeah, he's not really impressed me yet.
And then the players joining other teams is Jalen Graham to the Commanders, Jared Kingston to the Panthers, Cameron Latou to the Browns, Cody Schrader to the Rams, and of course, unfortunately, Samuel Womack to the Colts.
Yeah, Kingston, I think that one kind of bugs me the most out of all those people. Would like to have kept that draft pick.
You're so mad about the draft pick, though. You're like, what's the guy's name again? But it's like a different center that you wanted. And then you're so mad they got like Jared Kingston
Yeah,
instead.
because we had so many guards, but he played well in the preseason and stuff. So Kingston was a good prospect. I wish we could have kept him, but we got tons of guards. We need tackles, like a guy named Kingsley Sumatia. Anyways, I won't even talk about that one.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, wish we would have drafted him. Anyways, anything else you want to talk about, JT?
Yeah, there were some roster moves where John Feliciano and Amber Thomas went on IR. So then we got Ben Bartz to replace Feliciano, and then Rocky Sin to replace Amber Thomas. And Sam, I'm not gonna try to say the last name, but Sam, the defensive lineman,
Yeah, defensive end. Uh huh.
got released. So then we signed Eric Saubert.
Oh wow, wow. Okay. Well, yeah, we were excited, very surprised that Eric Saubert did not make the 53-man roster, but there must have been some sort of a, gentleman's agreement, as people say, um, to bring him back. And don't go anywhere. We'll sign you back as soon as we put some people on IR. So that's good. I'm happy. Hopefully, you get that Sam guy back, Sam Oku, yeah, Nanu. No, no. Hope we can get him back because we need some depth at defensive end. Like it's nobody's business.
Promote Alex Barrett.
Yeah, sure. That. Yeah, totally. So things are shaping up, coming together. We just need the Silverback to return, and things will be looking much better in 49er land. Games coming up against the Jets, Monday Night Football.
Yep.
It's going to be hopefully we'll be at mostly full strength, like I said. But see if Hufanga can play. Uh, yeah, it'll be exciting.
Yeah, one more thing about you. It's pretty big, but the 49ers offered Aiyuk this exact same contract on August 10th, but he didn't accept it until now.
Yeah, that's what was said, but his agent said no, no, it was not. It was different. It improved, but who knows who's really telling the truth?
Bias agent or reporter.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Don't know. Um, but if that's true, seems like Ayuk was indecisive, maybe
Greedy.
slightly greedy, and maybe wanted to kind of skip that whole preseason stuff. He didn't want to have to deal with that. So I don't know. He's not that much of a vet where he needs to take some time off from. He doesn't need to get ready. So maybe that's incorrect on my part. I'm just trying to figure out why he would take so long and not get ready because you lose out on preseason and practice stuff like that. Then you don't have a good season. He wants to have a good season. He wants to get more yards. He wants to improve from last year, but he's kind of behind the eight ball right now from the start because you know of the hold in. Just like Nick Bosa, he did a hold out, and he admitted after the end of the season that he was not ready, right? Maybe not ready up to snuff until week 7, he said, because he had missed out on all those OTAs, training camp and preseason game. So,
I think you want to continue the tradition of signing right before week one.
no, thank you. Let's change that up. Let's sign them during training camp, so they get some training camp time in too.
I think Brock Purdy's the type of guy to do what Brandon Aiyuk's doing, where
I
he's just holding out and requesting his trade like a
I
diva.
don't know. I can't even say because there's a few reasons. They want to get what they're worth. They don't want to take less. The agent's gonna push them. Um, it's what's deserved, and he deserves a good amount. And also, if he takes less, then that means he drops the market for all quarterbacks. So everybody, all his, all the other players that play quarterback and are looking for big deals coming up, if he takes a lower deal, that weakens everybody going forward too. So he needs to help his own um, position and improve it by asking for more and asking for the right amount of money. So there's a lot of other reasons, I think, circumstances that can cause Purdy to maybe hold out a little bit and ask for more. Not that he's greedy. I don't think he is. He seems very, simple and doesn't need to be extravagant. But I think he just want what's owed to him and what he deserves. That's all, and that could be a lot. But let's just hope it's quick, and the Niners know that he's good. If he has a good season this year, we want to keep him. We want to lock him in, and we don't want any type of bad blood. Let's hope that next offseason will be easier.
Yeah, probably not though. It's probably gonna be much harder
No, I understand. And
for the
then and
agents.
then you were saying Ward and Lenore, they supposedly had said that they wanted to test free agency. They don't want to sign an extension. That's terrible. Lenore's hot. He's gonna get a lot of money. He knows he's good, and he had a great training
Yeah,
camp and everything too. So this, you're right. It's gonna be bad next season too,
yeah.
next off season.
We haven't really experienced pain and free agency where big players have left. Well, maybe Eric Armstead, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, not that high caliber, like all pro, like Trevor Ward.
yeah. Losing in free agency, we have not. Trading DeForest Buckner away, we did.
Yeah,
That was the worst. So yeah, it's not a it's a good problem to have so many great players and not enough money to pay them all. That is a good problem to have.
yeah.
Most teams don't have that problem.
Well, that wraps it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.